Hello everybody, I want to show you today how we're going to work this next assignment with geometric constraints. And we're going to be using OnShape in a little bit different way. We're going to create a document and we're going to put some sketches in the document, but we're not going to extrude. You're just going to be demonstrating that you can use these geometric constraints inside of OnShape. Now there are two types of constraints. There's a dimensional constraint, which every time you put a dimension on a line or a circle, you're constraining that shape or line to be that dimension. And then today we're talking about the geometric constraints, which constrains how things join together. Like two lines can be parallel, two lines can be perpendicular, two circles can be concentric, and so forth. So we're going to take a look at how we're going to model this. I'll start this process for you and you should be able to pick up on it. So we're going to, in OnShape, we're going to create a new document. We can name this document whatever you want, but the actual lesson is geometric constraints. All right. And we're going to create, in this one document, like I said, you're going to end up creating 10 different sketches within that one document, but don't extrude. Now, you can use any, in the past we've mainly used the front plane, but you can use any of them. Just to show you that, I'm going to turn off the top and the front, and I'm going to use the right this time. Doesn't matter because we're going to still be looking straight on it. So I'm going to create a new sketch. I'm going to create it on the right plane, and I'm going to hit N on the keyboard to make it normal. Now it looks just like anything else. Now, what we're focusing on this lesson is this little icon right here, which looks like a pickaxe. If you pull down on this arrow, you will see over a dozen geometric constraints that you can put into a model. Coincident mean they share the same point. Concentric means circles share the same middle. You know what parallel looks like? A tangent is where a straight line kisses or touches at one point a circle or arc. Horizontal and vertical, perpendicular, If you want to make two lines exactly equal, you can click on both lines and make them equal. You can easily put a line and a point on the screen and make the point jump to the midpoint. And then you can also make a line come in normal instead of tangent to a circle. It can come in straight normal 90 degrees. That's the main ones we use, these first 10. And that's the ones you're going to try to model today. So if I wanted to model coincident, where two points join together, in my first sketch, I would draw a line, and try not to draw these lines perfectly horizontal or vertical. You'll see the effect better. I'm going to draw a line, then I'm going to hit escape to get out of that command. I'm going to come back and I'm going to draw a second line at a different angle and escape. Now, if I want to make these two endpoints coincident, in other words, I want to make those 2 points at the same location, I click on the coincident command. I click on the first point and I click on the second point, and bang, they jump together and become coincident. Now, you will learn the order that you click on depends on which one moves and which one don't. So I'm going to click green check mark to finish that sketch. If you look over here, let's create a new sketch now, and once you're in the sketch setting and click the plane, sketch and right plane, you have to click the plane every time. You'll see the geometric constraint panel reappear. It only appears when you're in the sketch mode. Our next one down is concentric. So how would you model concentric? Well, you would probably use two circles. So I would click on circle 1. It doesn't matter where you put these on the screen. I'm going to draw a first circle, and I'm going to draw a second circle smaller over to the side. Now, right now, those circles are obviously not concentric. If they were concentric, these 2 points would share the same point. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to click on concentric. I'm going to click on the first point. I'm going to click on the second point, and bang, the second one jumps to the first one. So again, the order I clicked on them mattered which one moves. And then finally, let's finish that sketch. I'll do one more sketch with you. So sketch, right plane. The next coincident we're looking at is parallel. So how are you going to show parallel? Basically, you're just demonstrating to me that you can do these geometric constraints, right? So how do you do parallel? Well, you come over here and you do two lines would be the easiest. So I'm going to just draw a line, and don't draw them parallel. I want you to see them jump to parallel. I'm going to draw a line this way. You have to hit escape to do another line. Click on line again, and this time I'm going to make this one kind of come down this way. Escape. Again, distance, length don't matter at this point. We're not doing dimensional constraints. Okay. So if I want to make these parallel, I click on the parallel constraint. I click on, let's do this line first. This line and this line, and you notice this line then turns to go in the same direction as this one, making those lines parallel. So and then green check mark. So you're going to continue this process and create a total of 10 examples, and I should be able to look at it until you've done the example. So you're going to be looking at all these other constraints. You're going to be looking at tangent. How do you model tangent? Circle and a line. How do you show horizontal? Draw a line that's not horizontal and make it jump horizontal. Same with vertical. Same with perpendicular. You'll need two lines. Equal, you'll need two lines of different lengths, and then this constraint will make them equal. On midpoint, you will need to sketch a line and a point, and this is the point here. And then use the midpoint to make the point jump to the middle. And on normal, you can use a circle and a line to make it come normal to it. So good luck on creating examples of these geometric constraints. You won't use them very often, but there will be a time when you're trying to draw something and you're trying to make it do a certain thing, and these constraints are a big help in that respect.